Wait. I can make this work. I could disengage now.
If you're still engaged with him, you'd still be hampered. Yeah, I know you can use it on a nearby enemy.
Yeah, so I could try to disengage now and then try that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I want this owlbear dead this turn.
Okay. Yes, you successfully
16.
disengage.
Okay, I'll
Make
go
your
here
attack.
and spit some acid. Make another attack.
That
20.
hits.
Yes.
It had
20
7
PS.
hit points. It's dead.
Yes.
Could be fun. You like rolled 6 on those 66.
I know. It'd be great.
Mission accomplished. That's my
Oh,
turn.
really? It's so great.
Oh my god.
So I think we got the second objective.
Yep.
Mutated Owlbear 1. Actually, well, you've never... It's hard to tell. It looks like some fear and concern have finally crept onto its owl-like face. But that's alright, because in its panic, it can screech one more time.
Sweet God in heaven.
And this will go against Geráck, Jasmine, and Aranis. We'll start with Geráck.
Right.
That will miss. This will go against Jasmine. That will hit Jasmine. 36 damage. You can have that by becoming hampered or vulnerable, and you can negate it entirely by taking both hampered and vulnerable.
At this point, I just take.
Yeah,
both.
just take both of them.
Yeah, I'm taking both.
Okay, and this is against Aranis? Nothing. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't really have, like, an attack it could follow up through. He's smarter than the typical owlbear, but, he's like, an ally will take advantage of... Oh. I guess I should have used the even escalation die thing to get 2 attacks. I'm just gonna, like, turn my back now and sob in the corner.
Just kill me.
Shit. Fair enough. It's your turn.
Surrender.
Unfortunately, the owlbear
There's so many
is...
owlbears.
Yep.
There, I gotta
If
go
the
there.
owlbear were smarter, he would have known better his capabilities.
Here.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Time.
He's like, aha, I have you under lockdown. Wait, you took no damage. Shit.
And I'll attack him.
That does manage to hit him.
2d6. 8 bonus damage.
Okay.
4 more command points.
Yay! The creature is... What is that hit point value times 2? It is staggered.
Great.
Yes. I mean, yeah, we might as well call it staggered.
I'll sit here.
Geráck, it's your turn.
Yep. Punch it.
Owlbear.
With my hammer.
Punch it. Like, okay. Roll your extra 2d6.
D12s, man.
Yep.
Okay, who's gonna get the kill against this thing? Because it wasn't Geráck.
There's also actually, you can take an extra standard action.
Oh, okay, sure. Why not?
Hey, but I could have got an attack.
Well, Mutated Owlbear, you had 9 hit points. That's not gonna do it.
It's not like these points stick around.
The final screeching comes to a halt. But you do hear the sounds of more screeching off in the distance as your armies are fighting. Combat is over. You've successfully completed the standard and bonus objectives.
That was an invigorating battle. I like that one.
Yeah. Now, does Santa
I
Claus have a food problem?
Bear meat.
Well,
Yep.
the horizon would be...
I will attempt
Yeah, horizon.
to recharge my
Yep.
my advanced tactical strike.
I
Nope.
will also recharge my 2 things actually. First the helm, and then the hammer thunderbolts.
It turns out Horizon is one of the cities that doesn't have a food problem. They do actually eat quite a number of owlbears.
Man, imagine those ribs.
Are they marketed as bear meat or owl meat?
Owlbear meat.
But you could also be smart and market them as chicken.
No, it's owlbear.
Owlbear sells better.
Yeah, it's a bit more exclusive, I would.
Why would you hunt down owlbear, kill it, and then say, "I fought a chicken"?
Yeah, I slaughtered this chicken myself.
I know.
And he goes,
That's
I
right,
took
Trey.
this, lost my arm to a chicken once.
Okay. I have put your tokens back on the tactical map. This, effectively, your time here in the Direwood Owlbear Menace is over. It's come to a conclusion. You successfully completed the objective here to cull the unruly owlbear populace. Because you had the two armies there working in concert, your armies have not sustained any losses. I mean, some minor stuff. There are owlbears there, it's to be expected, but they're both still functional. And you can claim the reward. 2 positive Archmage dice, 1 political point, or another army of Imperial Mages.
I believe we're going for the army.
I would think so.
Having those are good.
Yeah. Where were we gonna get the power points to deal with Proudfort, though? I don't remember that.
Oh, that's gonna come much later.
Right. All right, that's the fangs.
Yeah.
So I see a huge X on the map. I don't know what that's about.
What?
Like here, there's a huge X for me here.
Oh, that's the Frostfist. You probably haven't loaded the icon.
Maybe.
If you reconnect,
it wasn't
that
there
should...
before.
Do you see the fancy crystal ball still?
Yeah, I do.
If you just reconnect, that should fix itself.
And I have no idea what sort of thing would be an X for you.
I don't know what thing would be an X for you either.
So,
it's like in this area.
2 positive Archmage and more Imperial Mages.
That must be
good.
the Wildwood one then?
Yes.
Yeah.
We go ahead and throw down those 2 Archmage things.
Then we need another name for our army.
I'll slap down another Imperial Mages thing, I reckon.
Lord Bear Wrangler.
The Lord Anator gets another army. He can have 2.
You'd be the
he
mage
gets
commander.
No, he can't.
No, he can't.
No.
We can't promote him to like a lieutenant colonel.
This is not a thing that he does.
No. It's like, I'm here as part of the regiment and not as a commander of it.
He like repairs and maintains wards. This is out of his purview.
No, he can learn.
Don't tell him that. I went to the Arcane College.
So yes, that is a successful completion of that. I will go ahead and mark down that you've got another army of Imperial Mages. I got a token around there somewhere, but I haven't decided specifically which token I want to use.
Also, as for my sister, I guess Geráck would actually ask her what she wants to do herself, if she wants to stay or if she wants to come along.
Oh, well, you're the one who rescued her, and she's not a complete invalid. She would like to travel along with you. Who knows what the Black Fang might try in the future. She might very well be a target that's used against you, again.
Alright, then she can certainly come along.
Okay, then she will be along. Where is the damn token? Now I can't fucking find it. You're not the douchebag. I have a... I'll have to maybe find it after the session. There's like a...
Right.
No, I'm not looking for your sister. I'm looking for like... a certain token that I've used, and I can't remember his name, that I gave him the creepy fucking... Yes! That's where I put his name. He will be the leader of the fucking Imperial Mages.
God, no.
This was one of the... This was one of the... effectively the prostitutes in the Parlor of Gilded Comforts. But you guys really didn't interface there much, or like deal with the prostitutes. Yes. Isn't he so adorable?
Known as the supple. I wonder why they sent him with us.
God damn it.
I think I gave him a more detailed picture. I gave him a more detailed picture too, but that's not on like the base token. I'll like before next session. I'll make sure to put that on there.
Maxime, good to get him out of the city. His recent creations are rather disturbing to repel.
These guys aren't that important, just send him.
Yes. Okay. Well, it certainly takes care of that. We are 4.5 hours roughly into the session. I don't know whether you folks wish to continue or not.
We can at least consider what to do next.
I think we're gonna head to Axis next.
To deal with the ghouls.
Yeah, we can get another army of mages here with the Archmage dice, but I think we're gonna use that for something else, won't we?
What?
We can get an additional army of mages here.
With 3 Archmage dice.
Yes, you would have to use Aurelia's 5.
That would be
but
like
that's a conflicted, not a
Zold
positive.
Yes, you would have to use his conflicted 5, which does not qualify. It has to be a positive die.
Alright. then we head to Axis, I guess.
Yeah, access and get boats.
This is the highway that should be safe to travel.
Should be.
It sure
And there's
is.
only 3 armies.
You sure do. Which
2 of them are pretty small, they're majors, but still.
the wagon train is pretty obscene. It's not as if these guys really readily come with the food, but you can manage. As they're basically like fucking like eating as they go.
Also, how many armies could we get on a boat? Was it 4?
Think so.
4 if you basically like
They
if
don't
you put
fight.
if you put 1 or 2 on there, the boats could still fight. 3 or 4, the boat can't fight.
Alright.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna have 4 armies plus an army of warships when we're done here.
that's the hope.
Also, basically, as you're passing through Horizon, going to head along the Imperial Highway, you were advised by the folks in the Fangs, rather, the Horizon, about something else in the Fangs that those kids in Newport didn't really mention to you. Which I will go ahead and share with you now. You see, something that those kids in Newport didn't really mention to you, and that's probably because, I mean, you already had so many other problems. Is the Devil of the Fangs. And killing that would be pretty awesome. And it's called.
How difficult is this to do?
Well,
Well-
the just to put it in perspective, the grinder worm gives 3 positive dice. This gives 3 positive dice.
Yes. It gives you a favor ticket that you can cash in with one of those 7 icons. And that will count as 3 positive dice. You basically, like, you can't liquidate it down into dice. You have to use it on, like, say something that costs 3 positive dice or they go to waste. It's basically like a, hey, we killed the Devil of the Fangs thing.
Do what we ask.
Give us warships or something
Yeah.
like that.
Worship us. I mean, worship us.
Yes, the Devil of the Fangs, I can talk to you more about description, like, say, next session if you guys want to do some more stuff, unless you want to hear about it right now. Up to you.
Well, either way, I'm going to visit the bathroom really quick.
Alright.
Right.
Then we can decide, I suppose.
So I'm fine with continuing, but
Yeah, we can take another battle. I imagine it's going to be to fight the ghouls.
Yep. And it's after the ghouls that you guys would get a full heal up.
Yeah, and that's also when the plan after the ghouls is to spend our then Emperor dice to send food to Newport. I think.
Okay. I would certainly allow that. That's a creative response. Axis being the center of the Imperium. I would allow you to justify that by basically using all of the credibility you've earned up to this point.
Yeah, the 3 positive Emperor dice.
yeah. So we're not gonna get engineers.
I don't think that's not the plan anyway.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
don't really need them until we have 4 PowerPoints, so we don't need them now anyway.
But, like, who will collapse the Bitter Meadow Caverns after you kill the Grinder Worm?
Yeah, that's for later.
Thor coming down from heaven.
Who
and
will
that
rebuild the island of Creel?
That's also for later.
Because you have you have 2 armies of Imperial mages.
Yeah,
But
we're
that would
gonna
take a
start
year to do. Yeah, it is on the list, but there are more immediate issues right now.
Okay.
But like Creel's gonna go around more.
It's certainly not. You've
Fix that.
you've cleaned it off.
Yeah.
Push it back. Gain some.
Well,
Yeah, and then we get an additional army.
I guess I can talk about the Devil of the Fangs, even though Sheep's not here, since we're waiting. The Devil of the Fangs is a singular creature. There's no more river demons. It's just one. One great supernatural monster, which until recently torpedoed through the river networks like a giant squid before heaving itself onto land with tentacles and taloned arms. This creature entered history when the Blessed Emperor expelled the monsters of the Midland Sea. Most of the terrible giants of the deep, they swam out into the Iron Sea, but some of the great krakens moved onto land. They converted their deep magic into river magic and became river demons. After centuries, the very worst of the river demons was no longer content to be a demon, dancing the Diabolus whims, so it made deals and destroyed ancient pacts, couldn't push itself back into the Midland Sea because the Blessed Emperor's ritual was too strong, but it transformed itself from a demon into a devil. Demons are a thing in this particular campaign. Devils really aren't. There's like campaign arcs that we could do with like the exploring of devilry, but some of the players have already done things with devils, like an entire campaign for that, and there's already enough happening in this campaign. At any rate, it sacrificed or slew all of the other river demons. So the Devil of the Fangs has existed in one entity or another since before the First Age. Stories say that it has been killed more than once, only to return yet again. This creature is incredibly intelligent, and it has attracted a cult of Sahagwin and of cultists, and, amusingly enough, demons who have come to worship it. And this is why that's a different quest. The Sahagwin that don't worship it, and the Devil of the Fangs don't see eye to eye, and they work against each other. Even if you killed the Sahagwin who are plaguing the area, the Devil of the Fangs still exist. And because the wards have been broken, the Devil of the Fangs is still so massive that it is contained in the Fangs, but it's not by much. And if the wards shake off anymore, the Devil of the Fangs can actually go back in the Midland Sea. It is a unique, intelligent, and powerful creature that has attracted a cult of worshippers.
It's a super ancient death kraken.
That can walk on land, as it has been shunted out from the sea into the river. That's why, similar to like the grinder worm, you'd have to go kill that yourselves. Basically, like Lord Editor's like, no.
Can we use the armor's helps to like fight the cultists and stuff like that, so we don't have to deal with that shit as well?
They don't want to get anywhere near it. No one likes you enough that they're suicidal.
Alright.
The Devil of the Fangs has a fearsome reputation.
Yeah, and we'd fight both it and all its buddies, which I don't want. So.
Yeah, that makes it a bit harder.
You don't have to solve all the world's problems.
You don't have to
we
solve
do.
the problems. But in exchange,
Possibility.
you get that favor ticket, which can count as 3 positive dice with any of the 7 listed icons. So say, for example, if there's someone whose approval you really wanted and couldn't get anywhere else, someone whose dice might be rare, you could grab those.
Right.
As of now, there's not that much of a way to spend all of those dice available, but you can rest assured opportunities will appear.
Yeah. Also,
yes.
Dark, how do you feel about continuing?
I'm fine with continuing.
Okay. You folks, get back on the road again, take like a parting look at Horizon and go, thank God we didn't have to walk inside that city.
A city that can hold a grudge, that sounds terrible. And if that city had a grudge against anyone, it would be probably Aurelia. Oh.
You can, basically, like, you know, she has a conflicted relationship with the Archmage, but there's plenty of people who, especially there, who would know her assassinating work. Because
Oh, yes.
if there's going to be anyone who knows, it would be the direct supporters of Pertinax Bluebane, the Archmage.
Yeah.
The Imperial mages that you've recruited, however, do hail from Horizon, and they're more than happy to tell you wonderful stories, especially the very chatty gnome who heads them, Langsam.
Hooray.
Yes.
Access will never be left alone.
I just realised something. When it says now the objective to convince the magical city to lend you a hand,
It's
that
the
could be more
actual
literal than-
city.
Maybe.
It, like, levitates up.
Spawns an army of Imperial mages.
I mean, now I've heard about the city and I've seen it. It's like,
I have awoken.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Travel along this area is very quick. You certainly do encounter a number of people, whereas folks who are going on a pilgrimage, heading for Santa Cora, traders, one time even a group of paladins under the Crusader. Their emblems of the dark gods hanging ominously as they head about their work of slaying demons.
I heard there's a lot of demons in the Fangs.
There are. That is why one of the possibilities are like you could gain like bonus like positive dice with the Crusader if you went there and killed the Devil of the Fangs.
Yeah.
As noted, travel is incredibly quick due to the fact that this stretch of Imperial Highway was built by the Wizard King ever so long ago, and to this day, it is still strong. Travel does get a bit crowded, midway between Horizon and Axis. Lots of folks who are wanting to go. Lots of Imperial Legionnaires, garrisons. You see a lot of fresh faces, folks that don't look like they've seen much war or battle. Lord Editor will say that he's only been to Axis once, and that was when he was a young novice mage, and the sight of it overwhelmed him. Its majesty is incredible to behold.
Elf prepares itself.
At its innermost point of the Azure Bay, encircled by the Bronze River, stand the shattered outer remnants of an ancient volcano known in ages past as Mount Crucible. Penetrated by access tunnels and carved with the flowing forms of stylized dragons, these towering crater walls grant shelter to a majestic city of barracks and palaces. The city echoes with the clang of blade on blade, the clatter of horseshoes, and the crunching boots of drilling soldiers. Welcome to Axis, the city of swords, cauldron of battle, arena of gamesmanship, and seat of empire. The city, however, has seen better days. War is underway, and everyone in Axis feels hot-blooded. Outside the Imperial precincts, fights and murders are common. This violence is taken for granted by the citizenry because it's in line with the Imperial spirit. In fact, it's almost welcome. Every day, young soldiers arrive at Axis, where they are caught up in the warlike spirit. Soon enough, they will be shipped out to one front or another. Barbarians, demons, orcs, seawall. But until that time, many engage in some sort of mayhem while in the city. Still, Axis is the spiritual center of the Empire, and some say the entire surface world. The most talented and ambitious people from across the Empire come to the city, and everything in Axis is one step better than anywhere else. Axis is most assuredly a fusion of adventure tier, champion tier, and epic tier environments. The gleaming palatial walls in the heart of the city loom within the center of the active volcano, and off in the distance, far in the sky, you can see the glistening scales in the sun of dragons as they fly about in the city. There are dragon riders here. Ancient dragons who still honor the pacts that the Great Goldworm made. Folks who lend their services to the most accomplished of Imperials. But most assuredly, this is a city that is not at peace, but right now at war and at chaos. No, you cannot.
One army of dragon riders.
Pretty nice.
I have a new long-term objective.
They would most surely be powerful than you folks, by an undeniable margin. Arriving at Axis, they have also been foretold of your arrival. As it turns out, all these people marching down here in purpose and cohesion, combined with letters that were sent by Lord Teraptus as well as Governor Arthur Tristan of Newport, have forewarned the Imperial garrison to expect you folks at your doorstep. And you're very quickly told of the problem. Quite a number of months ago, undead barges, almost like derelict vessels, they were completely empty, landed in the harbor. And whenever folks went to investigate those ships and open up the crates and boxes, undead poured out of the vessels and streamed in, temporarily overwhelming the guardsmen and the defenses of Axis before pouring through the various streets and tunnels and into the sewer system, which is ancient and very, very dangerous, I'd say. Axis would certainly be one of the most dangerous cities to be a Marrowman. And this rampant ghoul introduction certainly did not help matters. No one's for sure where these barges came from. That has been investigated for months, and there's still no conclusive answer on that. Perhaps from Necropolis itself, or perhaps from an undead army, but no one has pinpointed anything. There's certainly plenty of lichers around in the entire Dragon Empire, but they don't know which one of them sent the damn barges. The Undying Peerage is powerful, and someone is likely behind this, and undeniably with the approval of the Lich King itself. In particular, I mean, undead, particularly ghouls, and especially gas, which are super ghouls in themselves, are very menacing for most people. Not your characters themselves. To some extent, your characters have. I know Aurelia and Geráck have fought gas before. But you, as players, have fought them as far back as Foghaven. And even then, they were a menace. To most people, even in Champion tier, an individual gas can be a serious terror. The normal ghouls, I mean, they can do stuff to Adventure tier people. But the gas itself, and in particular, there seems to be at least a few prominent individual gas who are leading these incursions as, like, ghouls will, like, rise to the surface of Axis and almost with intelligence, which they do possess, will seize people and then pull the bodies back in the sewers. They're fighting almost like guerrilla tactics. They are not standing to fight. The dragons can't really get down beneath the city. It's kind of not a thing they can do. They're too big. And Imperial Guardsmen have been trying, but it ends up being a lot of fresh faces. Because all the veteran people have been sent up north, into the south, into the east, and to the west. And so it's the young, inexperienced people who are asked to go into the sewers, and they cannot withstand the gas. As such, a successful, partial completion of this. Partial completion would just get you the Emperor dice. Would be if you were to go down there and slay one of these leaders. Full victory would require you to slay one of the leaders plus its retinue, the group that it has with it. There's no bonus objective.
Is there something we could do, like, multiple times?
Inherently, no. Part because there's just not... They don't have, like, spare shit for you here.
Alright.
Like, they can't, like, keep sparing, like, say, armies. Like, they can't just keep giving you freebies. This is a problem that the city will be able to handle itself in time. It's just basically you guys appearing in the right place at the right moment to be able to claim responsibility for doing this yourselves.
Yeah, and they need someone to, like, ease the tension a bit so
Yes.
the others can mop out the remainder.
Yes. Doing this would be like a great boost to morale for the city, and they'll be able to readily apply themselves to taking care of the rest. It's just that these leaders, and the fact that these, there might be like a wraith, not even a wraith, maybe like a specter down there or something. A powerful undead that's actually directing these. It would have to be a powerful undead that didn't have any meat on its bones, because ghouls might try to eat it.
All right.
So, could you repeat again the mission? What the state mission basically?
A partial victory would be for you to encounter and slay one of these leaders, and you will know it. You will know it before you see it. You will be able to feel its presence. A successful full victory would be killing it, plus the group it travels with.
Okay. And what's the additional?
There is no additional.
Oh, okay.
Also, did we get the extra reward from Horizon? We didn't really specify that.
Yes, you guys killed all the Albers there. You each got an epic tier rune.
Alright, good. Just making sure.
Considering that you're going to fight undead, it's probably going to be entirely undead that you face down there.
Yeah. So,
Could we?
the holy oil might be a good thing to use now.
Yeah. Can we buy some of those?
Sure, you certainly could.
That seems like a very good idea.
What's the price of holy oil?
Like 100, something like that?
It's 100.
I don't remember. Okay.
150.
Of which I'm buying one.
Let's see. Elemental oil is 150 gold pieces.
I'll buy one as well.
I just bought fire a short time ago. I remember
I'll
the
buy
price.
one as well. One holy oil.
It seems like after an instant we had, I don't want to be caught without any fire damage on me.
This only works on weapons, not on implements or armor, and basically anything that's vulnerable to holy damage means that you can crit it on an 18 instead of a 20.
Dark, could you remind me what a rune does?
A rune Well, a epic tier rune would grant a +3 bonus to your armor, to either your armor class applied to armor, to your weapon.
It would
To
be
make it
useless
into
on
a
your
epic tier
weapon,
weapon.
except
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
special effect that it could give.
Yeah.
Or
Alright.
onto the last. Let's see. What the last thing was
Spellcasting
spell
implement.
Yeah, all right, sure.